What up, what up, what up, and welcome everybody. Welcome to Pnoid News. Man, listen, for all y'all first time viewers, welcome. It's nice to see y'all out here. But for the individuals who know what I do, y'all understand the situation for the most part, other than the fact that, I called this election before it happened, right? And the reason why I called this election before it happened, and the reason why I'm going to explain what's going to happen now, all right, is because I understand some things that a lot of individuals really don't, okay? I know that Donald Trump was elected for two reasons. One is Americans are weary of war, right? And secondly, because of the fact that the United States citizens are sick and tired of, helping the rest of the world grow while the rest of us get poor. That tends to be how it works. And we go, oh man, but we have all this stuff. But we really don't, all right? Because there's a reason why in the 1950s you could survive on one income, right? And let's be honest here. Having a second income in a house is not a positive situation. It's not, all right? It never has been, never will be. But let's move away from that at the moment, all right? Let's get into why it is that I think that Joe Biden was going to be president, all right? First off, I understood that Americans were tired of the coronavirus. And the coronavirus, legit, what it is, okay, is a way for them to hit the pause button, all right, until we got to this election. And be able to stand here and stop the bleeding for a little bit, okay? Basically, they were trying to stop everything from continuing forward. You notice how you haven't heard about any trade talks, right? You haven't heard about any manufacturing because there's no manufacturing going on, right? This is a market-friendly revolution is what the hell's going on at the moment, all right? This is the second time that this happened. This actually happened in the 1970s at one point where, the financiers of this country stood here and got upset about the fact that, and rightfully so, right? Rightfully so at that point, where the inflation was eating away at their profit, right? They were no longer making money. Every year, people could stand here and, earn more money, and the companies were just not making any more, right? This was a bit of an issue when prices weren't going up and wages were. That's a bit of an issue. At a certain point, that catches up and it goes, oh, well, we need to raise prices, right? And, it turned into the cost of steel and things of this nature, and, basic goods like oil and inputs were higher than the cost of doing business. So, with that being said, now, why is it that, I knew Joe Biden would stood here and be elected? Well, because of the fact that, truthfully, 52% of the electorate's female, and they don't do manufacturing jobs. They don't care if manufacturing really actually comes back to this country, right? Because, they just want more government handouts. And when the government didn't give them any handouts under Trump, so they just elected somebody else, right? That's the truth, right? We didn't get a second stimulus. If we would have got a second stimulus, Trump would have remained in office. Now, so what to expect under Biden, right? Under Obama. This is Obama part 2. This is what this is, okay? Now, Obama stood here and he took 2 wars and turned them into 7, right? That's something that individuals really don't know about, but it's something I'm going to tell y'all. We dropped so many bombs on Syria in 2016 that we ran out of bombs, right? That's a bit of an issue. On top of that, he actually, convicted more individuals under the Espionage Act than any other president before him combined, right? He had a war on whistleblowers, right? So understand something. They're going to crack heads, and they already are. In Portland, they called out the National Guard because, it's going to be way more dangerous to be a leftist than to be right-wing and conservative in this country, because Joe Biden is a right-wing conservative from the 1990s, all right? He is, let's go to war, let's blow things up, and let's explode stuff. That's what, Joe Biden is. When he talks about, we should work with our allies, what he's really saying is, let's go bomb things, okay? And that's what he's going to do. He's going to try and continue this stuff on. Now, understand something. The reasons I think that, Google and YouTube and all these things, right, they're gonna back off on us. We're not going to end up having to worry about getting yeeted off again. Now, the reasons why I say this is because of the fact that Donald Trump was an existential threat to them. blah, 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 right? So here's the thing. Google, Microsoft, Apple, all these big tech companies, the vast majority of their manufacturing is based in China, okay? And they're tied to China. They have these places that make microchips, and they're all one-stop shop in-house places, and in order to move them would require a massive investment somewhere. All right, now this process could be automated and brought to the US. It could be, but it would require billions of dollars to build new manufacturing facilities, and they weren't interested in that. All right, what you have to understand is that Donald Trump and his trade war and his trying to bring our jobs back like we asked him to do, all right, literally cut into their profits. And it's standing here, it stood here and destroyed parts of Google and parts of Microsoft and parts of Apple. And this is why they started cracking down on right-wing people and talking about that it was hate speech. All right. And the rest of the companies, well, here, check this out real quick. AT&T, Abercrombie & Fitch, Acer Electronics, Adidas, ADI Security, AIG Financial, AgriLinks Food, Allergen Laboratories, American Eagle Outfitters, American Standard, American Tourister, Ames Tools, Amway Corporation, Apple Computers, Armani, Armor Meats, Ashland Chemical, Ashley Furniture, Associated Groceries, Audi Motors, Audi Vox, AutoZone, Avon, Banana Republic, Bausch & Lomb, Baxter International, Bed Bath & Beyond, Belkin Electronics, Best Buy, Best Foods, Big Five Sporting Goods, Black & Decker Body Shop, Border Foods, Briggs & Stratton, Cowden Electric, Campbell Soup, Canon Electronics, Carroll Cable, Casio Instruments, Caterpillar Incorporated, CBC America, CCTV Outlet, Checker Auto, Citicorp, Cisco Systems, Chiquita Brands International, Claire's Boutique, Cobra Electronics, Kobe Electronics, Coca-Cola Foods, Colgate Palmolive, Colorado Spectrum, ConAgra Foods, Cooper Tires, Corning Incorporated, Coleman Sporting Goods, Compaq, Crabtree and Evelyn, Cracker Barrel Stores, Craftsman Tools, Cummings Incorporated, Danning Foods, Dell Computers, Del Monte Foods, DeWalt Tools, DHL, Dow Corporation, Diebold Incorporated, Dillard's Inc., Dodge Phelps, Dole Foods, Dollar Store Incorporated, Dow Corning, Eastman Kodak, Echo Star, Eclipse CCTV, Edge Electronics Groups. We're gonna move down a little bit. Emerson Electric, Enfamil, Everready, Family Dollar Store, FedEx, Fisher Scientific, Ford Motors, Fossil, Frito-Lay, Furniture Brands International, Gap Stores, Gateway Computers, GE, General Electric, General Foods International, General Mills, General Motors, Gentech, Gerber Foods, Gillette Company, Goodrich Company, Goodyear Tire, Google, Gucci, Guess, Haagen-Dazs, Harley Davidson, Hasbro, Heinz, Hershey's, Hitachi, Hoffman LaRoche, Holtz Automotive Products, Hormel Foods, Home Depot, Honda Motor, Hoover Vacuum, HP Computer, Honda, Honeywell, Hubble Incorporated, Huggies, Hunt's Weston Foods, IBM, IKEA, Intel Corporation, JCPenney's, JM Smuckers Companies, John Deere, Johnson Controls, Johnson & Johnson, Johnstone Supplies, JVC Electronics, Keebler Foods, Kenwood Audio, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Kimberly Clark, Knorr Foods, Kmart, Kohler, Kohl's Corporation, Kraft Foods, Dragon Auto, Land's End, Lecom Key Foods, Lexmark, LG Electronics, Lipton Foods, LL Bean, Logitech, Libby Foods, Linen and Things, Lowe's Hardware, Lucifant Technologies, Lufkin, Mars Candy, Martha Stewart's Products, Mattel, McCormick Foods, McDonald's, McKesson Corporation, Magellan GPS, Memorex, Merck & Company, Michael Stores, Mitsubishi Electronics, Mobile Oil, Molex, Motorola, Mott's Applesauce, Multi-Foods Corporation, Nabisco, National Semiconductor, Nescafe, Nestes Foods, Nexar, Nike, Nikon, Nivea Corporation, Nokia Electronics, Northrop Grumman Corporation, New Skin International, Neuralite, NVIDIA Corporation, Office Depot. We're going to move down. Old Navy, Olympus Electronics, Orion Night Electronics, Pacific Sunwear, Pampers, Panasonic, Pan Pacific Electronics, Panvise, Papa John's, Payless Shoe Stores, Pelco, Pentax Optics, Pep Boys, PepsiCo International, PetSmart, Petco. Yeah, fucking, man, listen, Jesus. Yo, Pfizer Incorporated, Philips Electronics, Philip Morris Companies, Pier 1 Imports, Pierre Cardin, Pillsbury Company, Pioneer Electronics, Whitney Bowes, Pizza Hut, Plantronics, Play School Toys, Polaris Industries, Polaroid, Polo, Post Cereals, Price Pfister, Pringles, Paxar, Procter & Gamble, Pile Auto, PSS Worldwide Medical, Qualcomm, Quest One, Radio Shack, Ralph Lauren, RCA, Reebok International, Reynolds Aluminum, Nevium, Rum and Haas Company, Samsonite, Samsung, Sanyo, Shell Oil, Schwinn Bike, Sears Craftsman, 7-Eleven stores, Sharp Electronics, Sherwin-Williams, Shure Electronics, Sony, Spico Technology, Shopco stores, Skechers Footwear, Smart Home, Smuckers, JM Smuckers, Solar Power Incorporated, Spencer Gifts, Stanley Tools, Staples, Starbucks Incorporated, Steelcase, SDP Oil, Sunkist Growers, Sunmade Raisins, Sunglass Hut, Sunkist, Subway Sandwiches, Switchcraft Electronics, Cisco Foods, Sylvania Electric, 3M, Taipan Incorporated Trading Company, Cameron Optics, Target, TDK, Tektronix, Texas Instruments, Timex, Timken Bearing, TMT, Tommy Hilfiger, Toro, Toshiba, Tower Automotive, Toyota, Toys R Us, Trader Joe's, Trip Light, True Value Hardware, Tupperware, Tyson Foods, United Electronics, UPS, Valspar Corporation, Victoria's Secret, Vizio Electronics, Volkswagen, VTech, Walgreen Companies, Walt Disney Companies, Walmart, WD-40 Corporation, Weller Electric Company, Western Digital, Westinghouse Electric, Wirehouse Company, Whirlpool Corporation, Wilson Sporting Goods, Wrigley, WW Granger Incorporated, Wyeth Laboratories, X10, X-Lite, Xerox, Yahoo, Yamaha, Yoplait Food, Yum Brands, and Zale Corporation. Now, do you wonder why all these companies in America all of a sudden became woke as fuck? Do you ever wonder why they all fucking had CEOs and corporate board members and fucking anti-Trump shit all over the fucking place? Do you ever wonder why you couldn't go into your office and fucking be proud that you voted for the president? Do you ever wonder why that was? It's because all those companies fucking manufacture in China. All right? And Trump puts them all at risk. Under Biden, all this shit stops. Like, that's just the truth. And it's fucking terrible, and I'm sorry I have to say that, but it's all right. It's not going to stop completely, but it's most definitely going to back off, right? It's going to slow up. It's not going to be anywhere near as bad as what it was. So with that being said, a Biden president, let me be real here. It's much easier to play the dissident than it is to play the individual who's coming from a fucking point of power. And now all these companies are wide open and exposed. All right. And when they stand here and start talking that shit, you can go, well, you put all your jobs in China. Why do you manufacture all your goods in China? Right. You can hit them with it from now on because you no longer are going to have a fucking president in office who's going to be threatening that. Right. This is a good thing for us. Believe me. All right. This is a great fucking thing for us. You can go, you apparently don't care about the American people. You don't care about American families at all because all your jobs are in China. All you have to do is hit these motherfuckers properly and it's done. All right? But with that being said, look, a Biden president is going to look a whole lot like an Obama president. I know, like, most of us are like, oh, we hated Obama and all this bullshit and the wars and everything like this. But, like, legit, this is just a return to normalcy. All right? This is the way I was born and raised. Okay, I was born in the Reagan era. Okay, and we've been at war since Reagan, right? Like Reagan, right? So, like, legit, this is just more of the same. Don't be scared, my friends. Legit. Donald Trump lost. It's okay. We need to spread our ideas better. Real shit. It's time to get out here and spread the message properly. Don't expect the government to help you. Expect us to help us. What did Ben Franklin say? He said, what type of government did you give us? He said, a republic if you can keep it. Tom Pease with Pnoid News. So peace be like one. Later.